In the intricate game of poker, one often encounters a paradox. While the stakes can spiral into extremes, the most powerful moves can also be the quietest. The ability to assess, listen, and decide to act or hold back can define the course of a game. This principle extends beyond the poker table. It whispers profound truths about business leadership and the nuances of automation in the modern age. At a moment in American history when the nation stood divided during the depths of the Civil War, one man emerged not only as a leader but as a strategic listener: President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's wisdom has much to teach leaders today, especially regarding the delicate balance between action and inaction. He understood the importance of observation, echoing the poker player's essential skill, knowing when to hold M and when to fold M. In our exploration of Lincoln's approach to leadership, let us draw parallels with some core principles derived from both poker and the astute observations of one of America's finest leaders. First, let us reconsider the concept of knowing the core dynamics. Just as a poker player must understand the intricacies of their game, whether it be the cunning strategies of no-limit hold'em or the aggressive dynamics of pot-limit Omaha, effective leaders must grasp the complexities of their environments. Lincoln, in his dealings with Congress and the Army, demonstrated an acute awareness of the shifting tides of power and public sentiment. Through careful observation and strategic listening, he honed his leadership approach. It was not enough to impose decisions. He needed to navigate the currents of opinion, aligning his strategies with the prevailing sentiment of the nation's people. This brings us to our second lesson: the power of thin value bets. In poker, these bets involve making small yet calculated moves, squeezing out advantages when the opportunity arises. Lincoln's presidency was marked by many of these thin value bets, such as the issuance of the Emancipation Proclamation. It wasn't an outright victory, but a strategic move designed to reshape the conflict. By recognizing that the war was not merely about preserving the Union, but about liberty and justice, Lincoln crafted a small but impactful step that set the stage for monumental change. In business, waiting for the ideal opportunity is tempting, waiting for the perfect investment, the perfect partnership, or the perfect product. Yet perfection is often an illusion, and the most successful leaders, like Lincoln, discern the value in taking measured risks and making incremental decisions that advance their goals. They, too, embrace the art of seeking out those thin value moments. The third principle we draw from poker is the dance between bluffing and bluff catching. In leadership, sometimes projecting confidence in uncertain moments can create opportunities. Lincoln was known for his unwavering resolve, even as he navigated through crises of confidence. His ability to bluff, in a sense, showcased his strength to a divided nation. However, he also mastered the skill of bluff catching, knowing when to see through an opponent's bravado and call their bluffs. This delicate balance is fundamental for leaders today. They must read the room, interpreting not just their own position, but also those of their competitors and peers. The best leaders know when to assert themselves and when to step back, identifying which bluffs are real threats and when to invest their political or business capital wisely. As we delve deeper into Lincoln's legacy, we encounter our fourth principle: unique and strategic fold options. In poker, the ability to fold at any moment conveys strength and patience. Lincoln, especially during the darkest days of the Civil War, exhibited this approach. Rather than rushing headlong into every battle, he carefully selected his applications, preserving his resources until the timing was right. In life and business, the concept of folding can be equally powerful. Leaders must recognize that sometimes walking away from a particular venture or project can safeguard their energies for more fruitful pursuits. It is an act of preserving potential rather than a sign of weakness. By mastering the art of folding, leaders can protect their initiatives from unnecessary harm, focusing instead on opportunities that offer better chances of success. As we reflect on these lessons, we arrive at the climax of our realization. The most powerful moments often come not from loud proclamations or sweeping shape the fabric of a nation. In our rapidly changing landscape, where automation often replaces tactile skills, the power of strategic listening stands undisputed. It is that rare ability to hear the unsaid, to perceive subtle shifts in dynamics, and to discern value amidst chaos. As we look to the future, we are faced with a pressing question. In a world saturated with noise and constant information, how can we cultivate the essential skill of listening? How can leaders today embody Lincoln's legacy of contemplative decision-making in the face of relentless change? In closing, consider this. Mastery in both poker and leadership is heavily anchored in observation and the courageous act of restraint. It is in the silence between the bets, the pauses before important decisions, where true wisdom unfolds. So embrace the art of listening, because much like Lincoln, it may very well be your greatest asset in the journey ahead.